Good evening. 'Tis November 13th, and pod test number 3 is upon us. After the two Trinidad Scorpion variants, the orange and the yellow Cardi Scorpion. And in my hands here, I have another one from Dan. It is a variant of the 7-pot Douglah, or chocolate 7-pot. This is, as Dan put it, the Naga-like phenotype. And you can see why. It looks very much similar to a chocolate Dshlogg. And perhaps maybe a chocolate Dshlogg. I don't know. They're all fairly closely related, and in any case, I'm going to pop the stem off here. And my son is quite rambunctious in the background, excuse the noise. So, I'm going to cut it open and see what it's like. Oh, it's got that, oh, yep. That, what I was talking about with the, I think it was the Cardi Scorpion, that is, smells hot, but it doesn't give you the chills. This one does. And so, let's see what we got in here. Oh boy. As I expected. Wow. Absolutely just coated in capsaicin and volatile oils. Placental tissue basically covering the entire inside of the pepper. This one's going to be hot, fellas and ladies. I'll be back in a moment after I take these seeds out, because I would love to grow this. Alright, so an after shot here of the Naga phenotype of the 7-pot Douglah. It's pretty nasty looking pod. It's gonna be hot. So there we go. Let's see how ferocious this mother is. Not bad flavor, tangy, not very much sweetness, bitter, but not overwhelmingly yet. We'll see in a minute. Similar to the Naga. Bubblegum fruity. A little bit floral-like. Oh. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. Oh my God. Oh man, this is getting hot. Oh, it's really sharp in the throat, and it's building fast. As soon as I was done swallowing it, oh, and my tongue is just coming forward and just, oh, the tongue is. It was really hitting the throat. Oh. Still a lot more in the throat now. It's a really sharp focus right in the throat. Kind of collapses in on itself and poof, zoom, poof. Not a lot going on in here. Tongue feels a little swollen. Yeah, it's actually not getting to the point of like the red Douglah or the Douglah Butch T cross. It's pretty damn hot, but it's not over the edge to the where it's super painful. It is. There's a really strong, small focus, really stingy, right in the middle of the throat. That gets a little worse when I start talking. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty manageable overall. Actually, it's kind of stretching itself out into my esophagus a little bit more. I'm sweating a little bit from this one. But not as bad as some of the lower heat chin ends tend to make me sweat more. No, not quite as hot. I notice I get a lot of sweats from the low to mid or the mid heat annuums, like in the 30 to 75,000 range. But the super hots tend not to do as much sweating or sweat inducing. Yeah, this is pretty hot. I would probably put this close to 1 million. But it's not at that like 1.2, 1.3 million range. Or 1.56. I'm sure these pods could get a hell of a lot hotter if they were ultra stressed. A little closer to their native environment. But they still get pretty damn hot growing them up here in the northern latitudes of the US. That's a damn hot pod. And it's kind of going into the back of the throat. Coming up, it diminishes. And it's got a strong little bit on the tip of the tongue. Yeah, this is actually calming down now. So, yeah, cool. Well, thank you, Dan. And, thanks, guys, for watching. 7-pod Douglah Naga-like phenotype. Definitely be careful with this one. It's not by any means a mild pepper. Just in comparison to a couple. But compared to most, it'll tear your face off. Or your throat, or your stomach if you don't eat the right kind of foods. So yeah, be careful. But it's got a pretty decent flavor and would make a great powder. Yeah, that's about all. Take care, guys. I will see you at the next one.